呼んだ？
は？聞き間違いじゃない？
Don't you always get annoyed when the girl just rejects the guy because of no reason at all? Well, get ready, because in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 10 romance anime where the boy gets revenge on the girl who rejected him. Number 10, His and Her Circumstances.
矢沢さん、
はい。
ああいうのは危ないからしない方がいいよ。
有馬め
To start things off, we all know everyone has their own circumstances, but my guy, Soichiro, just made this girl's circumstances even worse. You see, Yukino tries to be the perfect student, being the representative of their class and getting the top score. Soichiro is her rival, but she rejects him when he confesses. Now that he sees her ugly truth, he gets revenge by blackmailing her into doing his student council duties.
それでもちゃんと勉強と両立してるんだから偉いわよね。すごいわ。
いや、
何を照れてるのかしら。
There's nothing like a good old revenge by making the other person your slave. Well, this show has two sides to it. You either hate it or you love it. This is because the couple here are really interesting and they're unlike your typical lovey-dovey duo. You could compare them to Shirogane and Kaguya, but they're just more realistic and have more flaws than you. Best of all, they actually do the deed in bed. Number 9, Amagami SS.
もう一度眉毛にキスしてほしいんですけど。お願いします。
もう一度？
はい、一度だけでいいんで。
What's worse than being rejected at school? Being stood up on Christmas Eve, and that's exactly what happened to our boy Junchi. But that wasn't the end, because our boy met girl after girl after girl, and even his childhood friends secretly liked him. From the class representative to the sporty girl, and even to the transfer student, this man has been collecting girls like they're Pokemon.
もしかして田中さんにも春が？薫。あ、ごめん。今のなし。
そうなんだ。
Basically, there's no big plot, and it's split into short stories that involve all the 6 girls in the series. Although this might sound like your generic harem plot, Amagami SS is actually entertaining enough that you might just stick around through the entire series. You'll be satisfied with the endings involving each girl, and most of the storylines are really simple, so everyone can understand. Watch it, and you'll see what I mean. Number 8, Over the Sky.
私たちってどういう関係だっけ？別に付き合ってるわけでもないしさ。ただの腐れ縁じゃん。あなたは友達も作らないで私とばっか。
I bet you've never heard about this one because you might just have been over the sky. See what I did there? Well, it's all about the childhood friends, Mio and Arata. Mio secretly likes him, but she straight up denies it, and that's why her friends started making a move on Arata. She tries to meet him after they had a fight, but on the way, she literally got transported into another world. Over the Sky is just like your name with a mix of Beyond the Boundary. There's a lot of action involved, especially since there are yokai trying to hunt Mio down. There are also some plot holes here and there, but it doesn't really stop the overall enjoyment you'll gain from the film. Overall, it's solid with good animation, soundtrack, and characters that everyone can like. Number 7, My Girlfriend's a Gal.
今見たよね絶対。スケベすぎだしウケるんですけど。絶対引っかかると思った。あんたどこからどう見ても童貞だからね。
Yep, that's literally the anime. But this video is all about rejection, so bear with me because we'll get to that. You see, our boy Junchi asks Yukana, your typical Japanese gal, and to his surprise, she accepts his confession. But along the way, something between them happens. And Junichi might have just realized that boobs aren't always the answer to everything.
話ってお兄のことですか？あのね。
To all the degenerates out there, this is your series because fan service isn't something this series will lack. It's pretty hilarious how they did the character designs, and the pacing is surprisingly well done. Although there was that fat guy that likes kids too much, other than him, other characters were funny and enjoyable to watch. Even though the premise is quite dumb and full of boobs, there are some fun and cute moments that give it a refreshing feel. Number 6, just because.
こんな瞬間私の予定にない。二人って付き合ってんの？付き合ってません。
Out of this series, well, just because. My jokes just keep getting better and better. Anyway, we don't actually focus on only one character, but there are more. And Ita Izumi's life will just get even more hectic, even if he's just about to graduate. His past and present might just mix in, and the emotions just make the air even heavier. In this last semester, every little secret might just come out.
嘘、雪？
This is what high school really feels like for your everyday teen. Of course, there are moments where you feel like you're on top of the world, but most of the time, you just feel depressed, are full of anxiety, and have so many problems with your relationships. That is what Just Because does perfectly, and with a solid storyline. It's become an excellent series. The premise is simple, but the impact is still strong. Number 5, Omakase, rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose.
春ってさ、バカだけどまっとうだよね。自分が辛い時でも優しくしてくれる。だから好き。
Finally, an anime where the childhood friend won't lose. But won't she? Well, our boy Suehara's childhood friend Kuroha is one of the girls that boys really want to be their girlfriends. However, she likes Suehara, but he rejects her. Still though, he found out his crush already had a boyfriend, and Kuroha started scheming something to make Suraha hers and get revenge on the girl that was the reason she was rejected.
姉ちゃんに素直な気持ちをぶちまけちゃいなよ。
黒、これやばいって。
何が？
分かってるくせに。
かわいい。
かわいいのはお前じゃ。
Just from listening to what I just said, you already know the anime is all over the place, which makes it quite unique for a series in this genre. The art style is bright, and even the character designs just scream the word cute. Meanwhile, Suehara isn't like Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend because he actually acts like a normal human being instead of a complete degenerate, which is already a plus. Number 4, a sister's all you need.
いってらっしゃい。
おい、引っ張るな。
行きますよ。
分かった。
ガガガって感じが最高です。本当、お似合いですよね。
そう。
I already know this man has an entire FBI department looking into him because he just likes little sisters a bit too much. Then there are his friends like the prodigy pervert that likes him, a successful author, a friend from college, and a stepbrother who does all the chores in the house. We get to see their daily life and the issues they encounter along the way.
家族で遊園地に行ったのは小さい時だったし。
そうだったんですか。じゃあ一緒に初体験しましょう。
絶叫マシンに挑戦するにしても、最初はもっとおとなしそうなやつからでいいだろう。
Just like Omakase, it was really confusing, and the first thing you'll see when watching it is a lot of fan service and ecchi stuff. But just push through it because the cringiness will stop and the story will get better. Aside from the concept, the animation is unique and it might be a hit or miss for the others. Overall, this is just a solid series, and words can't express how you'll like this show, so you just have to watch it. Number 3, Domestic Girlfriend.
ごめん、後にするね。
先生、待って。
Degenerates, rejoice! I say again, rejoice, degenerates! Our boy Nuso was totally in love with his teacher, but he got into a one-night stand, although they didn't really like it. Then he finds out that the girl he did the deed with is his new stepsister, and his teacher is also the sibling of the same girl. Now living with his teacher and crush and the girl he had his first time with, his life might just get a bit harder. Or will it be better?
先生、待ってください。まだ話終わってないです。
ごめん、もう話すことない。
なんなんすか。俺まだ理由聞いてないですよ。
Domestic Girlfriend is like the holy grail of anime for degenerates. But if you actually push through the first few episodes, you'll find out that this anime has a lot of potential. You can define it as trash, but if it's good trash, if you know what I mean. So, where's the revenge? Well, just ask the teacher. Number 2, Masamune-kun's revenge.
新垣さん
そんなに私と話すのが億劫ならご要望通り出て行って差し上げるわ。
あいやごめん俺は
ごきげんよう。
The entire series plot is quite literally the title of the video. Masamune was rejected by Aki Adagaki when he was a fat kid, so he was so traumatized that he worked out, became handsome, and now goes through his villain arc where he'll make Aki fall in love with him, and then he'll just reject her like how she rejected him.
どういう意味よ。
さあどういう意味だろう小祝さんより俺を頼りにしてくれると嬉しいなとか
This man was so traumatized by that moment when he was even nicknamed Piggy that he went through a glow up so good that people went to the gym thinking they'll be him. This isn't your typical rom-com show because trust me, from the unique revenge story, you'll be surprised every step of the way. The comedy is on point too, and it'll either make you cringe so hard you'll implode or laugh so loud the neighbors will call the police. Number 1, the dreaming boy is a realist.
しつこくつきまとうからそうなるのよ。もう近づかないでよね。
そうだな。そうする。
What do you call a Sigma male? You call him Wataru Sajo, because after his crush kept rejecting him, he did what a normal person would do and stopped. This man did what no other rom-com MC could do, and because of that, other girls started liking him. Weirdly enough, his crush starts giving hints that she likes him, but is it really too late for Wataru to become a simp again?
え？呼んだ？
は？聞き間違いじゃない？
おう、そうだよな。
どこ行くのよ。
Yep, the male lead is just a normal guy and he actually has a brain for once. The other characters are just as, if not more interesting than Wataru. Everything is solid from the animation to the soundtrack to the acting and even the plot. It's balanced in every way, which makes it hard to hate, which is why it's number 1 in our list of the top 10 romance anime where boy gets revenge on the girl who rejected him.